Guy.
Thank you. I too want to thank each and every one of you for being here tonight. I know our time is very precious, and to put aside this precious time for politics is a very, very tough thing. So thank you, as well as the Kau Chamber of Commerce for hosting this event. A little bit on my background. Born and raised in Kau, graduated from Kau High School, proud to be a Trojan. I spent 2 years at the University of Hawaii Hilo on a full-ride basketball scholarship. I went to Washington State University, graduated in 1978, showing my age a little bit, but got a Bachelor of Science degree in Physical Education and a minor in Health. I taught for 2 years in high school in Washington, then moved to Oregon, and actually taught 8 years and then got a master's degree at Portland State University Portland State University. Anyway, my family now lives here. We live in Punalu'u. My wife, Julie, is someplace around. There she is. Thank you. We are raising 5 boys. One is in Oahu, and I have 4 going to Kamehameha schools. As a community servant, it's been part of my life growing up here and now that I've been back since 1994. I've served on I'm a part of the member of the Hawaiian Civic Club of Kau. I've been a member of the Kau Chamber of Commerce. I gave that up when I got this position as a council person. I'm a member of the organization O Kau Kako, and I've been a member of the Kau Rural Health Association board. I also serve a lot in this community in terms of I've been a t-ball coach, I've been a pitch coach, I've been coaching high school volleyball for Kau High School. I now coach the Southside volleyball team, which is made up of about 50 kids, boys and girls, of which one of our best teams, our 12-year-olds, are finished 8th in the country in this past couple years. I'm also involved in a lot of community activities. One is our keiki fishing tournament, which is our annual one at Punalu'u. This is our second one. Last January had like 300 fishermen plus their families. I also organized the pond cleaning down at Punalu'u 3 times a year. Put signs on the beach. When you go to Punalu'u, you see the signs over there. Organize that. But what I want to impress upon all of you is that I put a lot into this community beyond my leadership role as your councilman. And speaking of your councilman, I think Ms. Smart hit it on the nose. I too came in for change because I was not happy with the previous council person who had reigned for a good 4 terms. And I think I have showed that change. I want you to know, especially this community, as your leader and your council person, I fought for this community. When I first got in, the loudest cries I heard for help was this community saying we need a larger tank. And of course, coming blindly into this, they were absolutely right. I worked with Mr. Povao, I worked with our mayor, and I wrote a bill, number 152, which garnered us $400,000 to buy a larger 300,000 gallon tank. At one point in time, we had the Mayor's Administration Civil Defense came and said, hey, we're going to charge you for water because this drought, people are sucking so much water out of our spigots, we can't afford it. So I got involved again because I know that this community depends on our spigot water. And I wrote a bill, 239, which now keeps our spigot water free and unlimited, limited only to what your vehicle can carry. Other situations, we have no hire policy. And even with this no hire policy, I was pushing for lifeguards. I got the mayor to give us 2 lifeguards at Punalu'u, which have already made 3 saves. So that's something I'm pretty proud about. When the County of Hawaii went to cut hours in our waste, we went to 3 days and 6 hours. Again, I fought for us to get 12 hours. I initiated that and got that for us, and now you have 12 hours. The Ocean View Transfer Station, when that hit a dead end, I'm in the process right now of trying to fight for this community and put a 3-day temporary bin. So that's in process right now. But I just want to impress upon you about the changes that happen. If you have this list, this is all the things that were brought to this district alone in Ka'u. And please know that in the last reign, when Mr. Jacobson was here, we had lots and lots of money in this county. It was a time of flourishing. Our government grew by 500 people in the Kim's regime. We had lots of money, but we had nothing in our district. In the times when it's been most poor, we've got the most, and it's come because of hard work and relationships built with the administration and his staff. So I'm proud to be a leader. My expertise comes from team building, as I run the largest team volleyball camp in the country. And that has taught me a lot of things and how to build relationships so that together we can get things done. And that was my issue for change. And I would hope that you see this change and want to continue this change. So with that being said, thank you very much.
Good job. First question. Small business is essentially the only business we have in Ka'u and most of District 6. What plans do you have to aid and promote our small business community and foster developments of new small businesses? Guy?
Thank you. Yeah, speaking of this community of Ocean View, small businesses is the key to almost all of our entire island of the Big Island for success. We need small business to happen. If small business is going to happen in Ocean View, I think the most important thing we need to get is water. Water is the key. Without water, you're going to lose the businesses like we're losing them today. Because when I talk to the people at Desert Rose, one of their big bills was pumping water in there to keep them going. So one of the plans we're working on right now is working with ANG, which is Air National Guard Innovative Readiness Program. We need to build a second well, and that is one of my emphasis right now. That second well will allow us to run business water to the businesses. Until we have a second well, we cannot run water to the business. The county cannot do that. We need a redundant system. And we can also put in a little bit more fire hydrants. But water is a big key. So with this ANG, this Air National Guard Readiness Program, they will bring in all the workforces to drill a well, build a shelter, do roads, anything that we need them to do as practice for real-life emergencies on the military. They will bring in 30 to 40 people and actually do the work. And the thing that we need to do from the county is supply them the funds. So my goal, my role in this is to go to the mayor, and I have a meeting with him after this November 2nd, and hopefully try to convince him. I talked to Master Sergeant Stoyer today to arrange a time, and that date that he can make it here to meet with the mayor is November 9th. So on November 9th, we're going to try and convince the mayor that this is the best thing to help this community by putting the funds in, because it'll save us a whole lot. All they got to do is pay for materials. They will dig the well. They have the expertise. They could do our shelter. They have the expertise. They could do our transfer station. They have the expertise. They could actually pave roads, which they're really good. We just got to come up with the funds. So I think if you want small businesses, water is the key. And to get water, you need a second well. And a second well is part of my big plans for at least this community.
Thank you, Guy.